Okay, so today we're going deep on something I think a lot of people are curious about.
Oh, yeah.
This whole idea of waking up at 5 a.m.
The 5 a.m. thing.
Right.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like this billionaire routine that
Yeah.
everybody talks about. Like,
Right.
is it for real or is it just another one of these trends?
Hype.
Yeah. Is it really a path to success or is it just hype?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
That's what we're going to look at today.
Right.
And, you shared some super interesting stuff about this.
Yeah.
And really what we want to do is like get past the hype,
Mm-hmm.
get to the core of it.
Unpack it.
Yeah, unpack it and like give folks some real takeaways,
Actionable insights.
things they can actually use.
Right.
So the stuff we're looking at today,
Mm-hmm.
it all comes from this YouTube podcast script
Okay.
by The Mind Gym.
The Mind Gym. Interesting.
Yeah, and they have this really engaging way of talking about this whole 5 a.m. thing.
Okay.
They use stories.
Mm-hmm.
They give practical advice.
I like that.
Yeah, and our listeners,
They want that.
they want to get right to the good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to have those like aha moments
The aha moments. Yeah.
without being totally overwhelmed
Right.
with too much information.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do today
Yes.
is really break down
Break it down.
their key arguments
Okay.
and the strategies that they present,
Mm-hmm.
and basically help you figure out,
Okay.
is this 5 a.m. thing something that could actually work for you?
Right. Could it be a valuable tool and a sustainable one?
A sustainable tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, at the heart of all this buzz around waking up early,
The 5 a.m. buzz.
yeah, there's a pretty simple question.
Yeah.
Does setting your alarm for like the crack of dawn,
5 a.m.
yeah, 5 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
does that actually equal more success in life?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just one of those self-improvement fads?
Yeah.
That sounds good in theory,
It looks good on paper,
looks good on paper,
but doesn't deliver.
but in reality,
All right.
it doesn't really work.
Mm.
So the Mind Gym script, they tackle this head on,
Okay.
and they start by looking at some really compelling examples.
How interesting. I like examples.
Yeah, they use personal stories to really illustrate their points.
Okay.
And the first story they focus on is Robin Sharma.
Robin Sharma. Okay.
Yeah. Have you heard of him?
I have. Yeah, he's pretty well known in the self-help world.
He's a big name.
The leadership expert.
Yeah, he's a leadership expert.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote The 5 a.m. Club.
Oh, the 5 a.m. club. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
as the title suggests,
Yeah.
the book is all about
Waking up early
waking up at 5 a.m.
at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they make this really interesting point in the script
Mm-hmm.
that Sharma, he wasn't always this productivity guru.
Okay.
He didn't just like,
He wasn't born that way.
he wasn't born a 5 a.m. person.
Right.
He actually went through a period where he was struggling.
Really?
Yeah, he was a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and he was living paycheck to paycheck
Okay.
and he was feeling super unfulfilled.
Not happy.
Not happy at all.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was just naturally waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and crushing it.
Right.
It was a process.
So there's hope for the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the script talks about this pivotal moment for Sharma
Okay.
where he realizes something.
Mm-hmm.
He starts to notice that a lot of these really successful people,
Mm-hmm.
they have this one habit in common.
Okay.
They intentionally use their mornings
Mm-hmm.
for personal development.
Interesting.
Yeah, before the day even starts.
Before the craziness.
Before the craziness of the day
Yeah.
takes over.
So it's not just about getting ahead on work.
Not just about work.
It's about something deeper.
Yeah, it's like they're investing in themselves.
Mm-hmm. Proactive self-investment.
Proactive, yeah. That's the key.
Okay.
So Sharma decides to try this 5 a.m. thing himself.
Okay.
And this is the important part.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't just wake up early and like dive into emails
Okay.
or start working right away.
Yep.
He uses that time for specific activities.
Okay.
Things like reading,
Mm-hmm.
journaling,
Mm-hmm.
meditating,
Okay.
exercising.
Those are all really good things.
Yeah, he's focusing on personal growth.
I see. So it's about having a plan for that time.
A plan.
Yeah, not just waking up early and then kind of wandering around.
Exactly. And, the script says that within a few months,
Mm-hmm.
he started seeing some really positive changes.
Oh, wow. So it worked.
Yeah, his energy levels went up.
Okay, more energy.
He felt more confident.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually he even changed careers.
Oh, wow.
He went from being a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
to a leadership coach.
So he was actually living this stuff.
Yeah, and he became a best-selling author.
Oh, wow.
And he started working with some really high-profile people.
So the 5 a.m. thing really did seem to make a difference for him.
It seems like it, yeah.
Okay.
And it really shows you the power of like owning your morning.
Owning your morning before the rest of the world demands your attention.
Yeah, before the world starts like pulling you in all these different directions.
Makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so is that the only example?
Well, no, they actually give some other examples too.
Okay.
Of people who are super successful.
All right.
And they all have this early morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
One name that they mention is Tim Cook.
Tim Cook.
Yeah, the CEO of Apple.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, this guy,
Yeah.
he takes early rising to a whole new level.
Okay.
He wakes up at 3:45 a.m.
3.4.
3:45 a.m.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And they say that the reason he does this
Mm-hmm.
is to get ahead of the day.
Okay.
He wants to have that time
Yeah.
to focus
Mm-hmm.
and think strategically
Right.
before all the emails
The email
and the meeting
demands.
and all the demands of running a huge company
Yeah. Leading a global corporation.
start coming at him.
So he's creating a buffer
A buffer.
for strategic thinking before the reactive mode kicks in.
Exactly. It's about being proactive.
Proactive versus reactive.
Yeah. And it's not just Tim Cook.
Okay.
They also mention people like Oprah Winfrey,
Oprah.
Jeff Bezos,
Oh, wow.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, all these super successful people.
In different fields.
Yeah, different fields.
Okay.
They all seem to have this thing in common.
Early mornings.
Early mornings.
Interesting.
And what's really interesting
Mm-hmm.
is that it's not just about work for them.
Okay.
They're not
Yeah.
just waking up early to get a head start on their to-do list.
Right.
They're using that time for things like reading,
Mm-hmm.
thinking,
Okay.
planning, exercising,
All right. So it's a mix of personal well-being,
personal well-being,
strategic reflection,
Yeah.
and continuous learning.
continuous learning, yeah.
Okay.
It's like they're intentionally shaping their day
Shaping their day.
instead of just letting it happen to them.
Mm-hmm. Instead of just reacting.
Yeah.
I like that.
But let's be real.
Okay.
For a lot of us,
Mm.
the thought of consistently waking up that early, 5 a.m.,
Yeah, 5 a.m. It can feel
yeah,
pretty tough,
it's daunting.
daunting.
Mm-hmm.
And, the script actually addresses this.
Okay.
They talk about this really relatable struggle
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people have. When
Yeah.
they try to do the early morning routine,
Okay.
they'll be super motivated at first.
Yeah.
They'll set their alarm,
Mhm.
they'll get up early for a few days,
Right.
and then they hit the snooze button.
The snooze button.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
The good intentions on day one,
Mm-hmm.
and then slowly
Slide back
you slide back into your old habits.
right back into those comfy
The
sheets.
comfy sheets.
Yeah.
And the Mind Gym script, they make this really interesting point.
Okay.
It's not always about willpower
Mm-hmm.
or laziness
Okay.
sometimes.
Yeah.
The reason people fail to stick with it
Mm-hmm.
isn't because they're not trying hard enough.
It's because they don't have a system.
They need a system.
They need a system.
Right, a structured approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where the Mind Gym script gets really helpful.
Okay.
They shift from just talking about the problem
Mm-hmm.
to actually giving you solutions.
Okay. I like that.
They present a 5-step plan.
A 5-step plan.
Yeah.
Right.
To help you master the art of waking up early,
Not just waking up early, but mastering it.
mastering it.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets really interesting
Okay.
because they go beyond just saying wake up early.
Right.
They give you concrete strategies,
Actionable steps.
actionable steps
Okay.
you can actually implement.
I'm ready.
So let's dive into this 5-step plan.
Let's do it.
The first step
Step 1.
is sleep early, wake up easy.
Sleep early, wake up easy.
Sounds obvious, right?
Yeah, kind of common sense.
But it's crucial.
It's fundamental.
Yeah, you can't expect to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
if you're only getting like 4 hours of sleep.
Oh.
The script really emphasizes the importance of enough sleep,
Mm-hmm.
aiming for that 7-8 hours,
The 7-8 hours.
especially for someone like you
Okay.
who wants to absorb information
Yeah.
thoroughly
Mm-hmm.
and not feel totally drained.
Right. I don't want to be a zombie.
No zombies.
Okay.
If you're skimping on sleep,
Yeah.
you're going to have less focus,
Mm-hmm.
less energy,
Yeah.
and that defeats the whole purpose
Right.
of waking up early.
It undermines the whole thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So step 2.
Okay, step 2.
This one's all about the snooze button.
Oh, the snooze button.
Oh,
My
yeah.
nemesis.
I think we've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
snooze button.
The temptation.
That's too tempting.
It's like a black hole.
A black hole.
It sucks you in.
And the Mind Gym script,
Mm-hmm.
they actually have a specific technique for this.
Okay.
It's called the 5-second rule.
5-second rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as your alarm goes off,
Mm-hmm.
you count down from 5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And you get out of bed.
Get out of bed.
You don't think about it.
No hesitation.
No hesitation.
All right.
Just get up.
Interesting.
And the reason this works is that it kind of interrupts your brain's natural response.
Okay.
Stay comfy and cozy in
I
bed.
think your brain wants to stay asleep.
Yeah, you give you a little window
A little window.
to take action before you start rationalizing.
Before you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, before you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
We all do.
Okay, so it's like a little mind hack.
A little mind hack.
I like it.
All right, step 3.
Step 3.
This one's called create a morning ritual.
Create a morning ritual.
And this is super important.
Okay.
Because the goal isn't just to be awake at 5 a.m.
Right. It's about what you do at that time.
Yeah, it's about what you do with that time. They suggest having a plan.
A plan.
Yeah, for what you're going to do.
Okay.
During those early hours. So instead of just like wandering around.
Yeah, or scrolling on your phone.
Yeah, or getting sucked into social media.
Right.
You have a specific set of activities you're going to do. Things like exercise,
Okay.
reading, meditation, journaling.
Those are all good things.
Yeah, and this gives structure to your morning.
Structure and purpose.
Purpose. You're not just like, oh, I'm awake now. What?
Right.
You're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And it helps you maximize that time.
For personal growth.
Personal growth and development.
Right.
Which is perfect for you.
Yeah.
Since you love those aha moments.
Yeah.
And those valuable insights.
Okay.
So step 4.
Step 4.
Is all about preparation.
Preparation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called prepare the night before.
Prepare the night before.
And this involves some really practical things.
Like what?
Like laying out your workout clothes.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to exercise. Writing down your goals for the day.
So you're clear on what you want to achieve.
Yes, you're already focused. And removing any distractions
Distraction.
from your bedroom.
Like the phone.
The phone,
Yeah.
the TV,
Here.
all those things that could tempt you
To stay in bed.
to stay in bed or get sidetracked.
Right.
And this step, it's all about being proactive.
Proactive, right?
You're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, you're reducing friction.
Yeah, reducing friction.
Making it easier to actually follow through.
Follow through.
Okay.
And especially for someone like you, who's busy
Yeah.
and has a lot going on.
A lot on my mind.
Yeah, this kind of planning can be a game changer.
It can make a big difference.
Yeah.
All right.
And then finally, step 5
The final step.
is stay consistent.
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
The script talks about the power of habit formation.
The power of habit.
Yeah. And they say that if you can do this consistently,
The 5 a.m. routine.
the 5 a.m. routine,
Okay.
for about 21 days,
21 days.
it can start to feel more natural.
Natural.
Yeah, less like a struggle.
Less like a battle.
Less like you're forcing yourself.
Yeah.
So it's about building that new neural pathway
A new neural pathway.
where waking up early,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a chore anymore.
It's just what you do.
It's just what you do.
Okay.
And the script emphasizes that the ultimate goal
Mm-hmm.
isn't just to wake up early.
Right.
It's to wake up with purpose,
Purpose.
to know why you're getting up early
And what you're going to do with that time.
and how you're going to use that time.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it seems like this 5 a.m. routine,
Yeah.
while it might have some benefits,
Mm,
it's not just about setting an early alarm.
right.
It's about being intentional
Intention.
and having a system
Their system.
to make the most of those early hours.
Yeah, it's about what you do with that time.
Exactly.
And that's the key.
The stories we looked at, they show us how powerful it can be
Yeah.
to use those early hours for self-investment.
Self-investment.
And the Mind Gym's 5-step plan,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you a framework.
A practical framework.
Yeah, a practical framework
Okay.
to actually make it happen,
To make it a reality.
to make it a reality.
Yeah.
So here's a challenge for you.
Okay.
Based on what we've learned
Mm-hmm.
from the Mind Gym script,
Okay.
try incorporating some of these principles.
Okay.
Even if you don't go full 5 a.m.,
Right.
just for a week.
A week.
Yeah, just experiment with it.
Like a little experiment.
See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
See how it impacts you.
Okay.
Maybe just try waking up a little earlier than usual.
Right.
And then use those extra minutes
Mm.
for something intentional,
Okay.
something that's just for you.
Like a little self-care ritual.
Yeah, a little self-care ritual,
Mhm.
maybe some reading,
Right.
maybe some journaling,
On your meditation.
whatever feels good.
Yeah.
And see if you notice a difference
Okay.
in your energy level,
My energy levels. Okay.
your focus,
My focus.
and just your overall sense of control over your day.
Interesting.
And, you know, the Mind Gym script,
Mm-hmm.
They end with this really powerful thought.
Okay.
They say, if you own your mornings, you own your life.
If you own your mornings, you own your life.
It's like this reminder
Yeah.
that how we start our day, it really sets the tone,
Sets the tone for everything that follows.
or everything that follows.
Right.
So it's definitely something to think about
Yeah, I'm going to be thinking about that.
as you go about your day, and as you think about your own personal growth and how you want to shape your time.
If you own your mornings, you own your life.
If you own your mornings, you own your life.
Powerful stuff.
Pretty powerful stuff.